And Endra Yaka McDan Asem no. Today we've all seen the documents around. Memaka, we say, oh, you're Ghanaian and you want to create jobs. That's what we create Jumama Nipa 20 kra. If you have done the right thing, I will try and speak on it to make Ghanaians know say why the right thing. Yeah, sorry, and Bediatuo instructed Ghana Airport Company Limited. The transport minister almost say indefinitely almost suspended McDan. McDan MBA Terminal 2 Nibium. Who thought these people could have done that? A power play. Bediatuo got serious yesterday after I exposed him and his Nigerian wife. Nigerian wife to come and dictate for us in Ghana. Nigerian wife to come and take over our airport. So he got so pissed off. As usual, the transport minister licks his butt like a chicken. As usual, the board of Ghana Airport Company, they lick the butt of smoking Bediatuo. So what are we going to do? They will get up in the morning, but there's something that happened we need to speak about. Now, 2 letters or 3 letters are in the system. One of the letters is coming from McDan. 1 letter is coming from the Ghana Airport Company Limited. And 1 is coming from the workers at the airport. 3 letters. Now, 2 of the letters are coming from the airport. 1 is coming from McDan. This morning, what I always say about our media, and I say, if there's an issue between 2 people or 2 organizations, especially when it comes to this McDan issue, now say, most sorry as a media house cry, and I know the station that broke the story first, a multimedia. Now, as an editor of a newsroom, with McDan's issue, across any Ghana airport, the hackle and all that. Now say, anopano, a statement from the Ghana Airport Company Limited, and this is the statement. Oh, sorry. Well, if the Ghana Airport Company Limited at the letter ba say they are suspending McDan's activities terminal ho indefinitely, they are going to sit down. When you are a media house and you get such a letter, the first thing you do is to contact McDan, because the letter was directed at McDan. And I'm a boy. So as multimedia, as a reputable media house with me, if any of my reporters brings me a story and say there's something between this, I need to contact, because the letter is actually directed or it's written to McDan and that the media has intercepted, right? So if you say you are a reputable media house and you're cocaine, you're establishing multimedia, as the newsroom editor, a senior editor, maybe Evans Mensah. So also the they get to be able to say well, first thing you do is you call McDan's office and ask them, and you double check and you fact check. Okay, we have received this letter, we have intercepted this letter. The issue is it is coming from the Airport Company Limited. It is actually directed to you. Have you received this letter? Have you confirmed? Have you give notification that this letter, your outfit, you have received it? Simple as that. They don't do that. What they do is they quickly go and post that letter, because when it comes to Ghana, media houses are running a race when it comes to breaking a story. So they end up doing people's propaganda for them. They want to be known as Yenye Breaky without doing due diligence. The Joy News newsroom, there are kids there. They cannot do the job. The first thing you are supposed to do as a media house is supposed to call the person the letter is directed to. Have you received this? Have you given notice that you have received it? Do you know that before this letter was actually published by Joy News as breaking news, Obitro, they should do it to McDan. Media, I'm trying to speak for entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, people, Ghanaians who want to also build companies, employ people. McDan as a person, they're not know some kind of maker. I'm talking about how people are using power to manipulate the system. Bediatuo Jubilee House. Today, he thinks he's a one party person. He can do whatever he wants to do to him. No, that is my concern. It is not even about McDan. It's about what they are doing to Ghanaians. Now, they quickly published this letter, not knowing, say, the letter almost published, early in the morning from our checks, McDan had already written to these people first. Now, when these people received McDan's letter, they showed confirmation. They showed that they have received it. There's receipt there to show, say, all the various airport people, they have received the letter. So if multimedia had first, before publishing this, had cross-checked with McDan would have been like, Oh, I have even written to them early this morning. So if any letter that you have intercepted, maybe I haven't intercepted yet, or maybe it hasn't reached me yet. So wait, go and get the letter I wrote to them and compare to it and see. But multimedia, as you know, those Game Boys children, they always want to denigrate people. They don't do their fact check. I don't know who is the leader in their newsroom. Very ignorant people. Because the issue here is, from our checks, McDan had already in the morning written to them. And when McDan wrote to them, the funny thing is they have shown, you can see on the letter that McDan letter has been received and receipt has been acknowledged. How come some multimedia will jump? I'm not here to defend McDan, but if we want the process to work the way it's supposed to work, we need to follow due process. Due process, our Jubilee House and Supreme Court, they don't follow that. That's all that you do. You could have done this to any Ghanaian. And now at the end of the day, because the airport company limited for Enya McDan letter no panel from our checks, our source inside, they were embarrassed. They wanted to do something quickly to, in fact, at the end of the day, make it look like, say, they took a decision before McDan actually extended a hand to them for them to look at this. Now, when you read the letter McDan sent to them in the morning, this is what McDan wrote. He says, and suspension of operations. Now, the stamps on it, you can see, received 1st February 2022. Director, Retail Concession, Group Executive Commercial Services, Ghana Airport Company Limited. You can see the Aviation Security. So all these institutions acknowledge that they have received McDan's letter early in the morning. Now, because Bediatuo is the one manipulating the Ghana Airport Company Limited, Paul Ademotre, the transport minister, Bediatuo told them to release a statement to counter what McDan had written. But what did McDan write? McDan said this: accept our compliment. We are writing to officially inform you about our decision to suspend operations at the fixed base operator, FBO, terminal with immediate effect. This has become necessary to pave way for us to thoroughly engage your outfit and all the key stakeholders on the way forward. We will write to officially arrange for the engagement. While at that, we will also appreciate your guidance on what will be the most appropriate step to take. Thank you in anticipation. Sincerely yours, Dr. Daniel Macaulay. Now, this is what McDan wrote in the morning, extending it to the airport, all the institutions that have their letters in here. So why will the Ghana Airport Company write a letter after McDan has written a letter to release to the media, for the media to come out and make it look like the Ghana Airport took a decision? Because McDan had already written to them to say that, you know what, I'm seeing and I'm hearing and we are seeing all these things that happen. Even the day of the inauguration, you brought national security, the embarrassment and all that. I am a mature businessman. Remember, I am not speaking for McDan. I am speaking for businessmen, people who want to do business in Ghana. McDan is lucky because he is in this. So we need to get it right. So the issue is, it could be any businessman. Now, Ghana Airport Company quickly write to the public and send it to Joy News. Joy News, being a shitty media house, did not check from McDan. Because when you see McDan's letter, they have acknowledged the letter from all these offices. But when you see the letter that multimedia brought out, it has not been acknowledged by anybody. Now, Bediatuo and the Jubilee House are now manipulating the workers at the airport. So this is the first letter for Troy. Aviation for the Troy. I'm going to say, we refer to our earlier discussion and subsequent directive to suspend the inauguration of the private jet terminal at Kotoka International Airport, KIA, until the necessary operational requirements and obligations are met. We note with concern your failure to comply with the directive despite the outstanding issues on the prior terms and conditions for the use of the operations of Terminal 1 as a private jet terminal. Management has consequently directed the suspension of your use of Terminal 1 until further notice. You are kindly requested to relinquish the keys to enable management undertake a joint inventory by close of business day, Monday 31st, 2022. Now, we count on your cooperation. Yao Kwakwa, Managing Director. Now, the question is, ask Yao Kwakwa, did he receive a letter from McDan before they wrote this letter? After McDan wrote this letter for them to acknowledge receipt, to know, say, Obiaja to be someone receive a letter, no? And Bediatuo called Kwakwa, the board, and told them, hey, write a letter and still make sure you take the keys from McDan. But a businessman is writing to the airport and saying there is miscommunication. Now, remember, in all the letters that the Ghana Airport Company has written to McDan and published outside through multimedia, cocaine media, no, they have never cited anything like McDan did not have the requisite license to operate. So you could see it's a power play. I will not allow you. Even though you have gone through the process, I will not allow you. Even though you are part of us as a government, I will not allow you. That is where my worry is. When a few people, foreigners like Bediatuo's wife, comes in and manipulates the system. And if they are doing this to their own, they can kill anybody who tries anything like that. Because McDan is one of them. If they can look into the eyes of McDan and destroy his business, they can look in your face and pour an acid on you. They can look in your face, come into your house and stab you to death. So these people are not people we sit and try and encourage. No. Bediatuo's wife is Nigerian. She knows he can't do this nonsense. She can never do this nonsense in Nigeria. But it is Ghana. We are hypocrites. We cannot speak. We allow foreigners to come and intimidate us and look at us. We are fools. So as you see now, McDan is the only person fighting the Jubilee House and fighting the Ghana airport. Now the workers too have been gingered to go in the Ghana Airport Company, their side, to fight McDan. These are the same workers who were agitating and saying they have not been paid by this same management. But they have foolishly decided, say, we are going to be part of management because the leadership of the workers, they have also been compromised. So our system has been messed up to the point whereby McDan Mponi is say, how much more you? You see what they did to Ibrahim Mahama? This is the same strategy. They destroy our own. They go after our men who, at the end of the day, are trying to create opportunities for people. There are other businessmen out there who would like to come to Ghana and do different things. The issue here is they are doing it to their own. What about you? They killed JB Dankwa. So who are you? So when you look at these things, it is not like we sit here and we are praising. Everybody knows my friction between me and McDan, myself and McDan. But I'm talking about somebody who has, at a point, gone through the process, gotten the right license to operate a business that will employ Ghanaians. As we speak now, Bediatuo has taken a decision, forced the John board of Ghana Airport Company to lock the place up. All the people who today were working McDan at the airport, they are home. It is another pressure on the system. So we need to look at these things carefully. This government is a dangerous one. There are individuals running Ghana. It's not supposed to be like that. We need to run Ghana collectively. We are not supposed to allow people, smokers, beer, they did not contribute anything to Ghana's development, to come from basement in America and UK, to come and sit on our freedom, manipulate everything, make sure everybody who wants to germinate, they kill the person even before they show up. These are the things we speak against. It might be McDan. McDan is their own. See what they are doing to McDan. If it is you, they will destroy you. If Ibrahim Mahama had not been strong, had not been focused, had not decided to put something on his eyes to make sure he achieves it, they could have killed Ibrahim Mahama's business once. We all saw what happened in Ghana. Every single thing that the NDC did, they linked it to Ibrahim Mahama. But those people behind Ekufuado right now, none of them a creative job in their life. Bakumpon to creative job in their life before they joined Ekufuado. Today, when you go into the NPP hierarchy all the way from the top to the down, Nipa do send it to make creative juma. They are all scavengers. Bediatuo is a scavenger. Not to UK or to US. Bronx Hall and all Numiri George to go for basement. He is a scavenger. He came to steal. It's a treasure hunt people, a government. But nobody is speaking. Nobody is talking. Now, they're seen there no, with their own people, no, it will come to you. Why all businessmen are quiet. People who have say are quiet. It hurts that it becomes so difficult to speak on this matter because it is McDan. But we need to speak on it because we need a system to work. The system is beyond McDan. The country we are building is beyond McDan. The kind of country we want to build to attract investors is beyond McDan. Today, as I speak to you, say investor B Europe, America, Asia, baby. Now a person be business or Ghana. When it comes to the aviation private jet, will pull out. Because what they will see and say, this is their own. McDan is an MPP. What about me, a Chinese coming? What about me, an American coming? What about me, an European? They will dupe me and kill me like one of their own. JB Dankwa. So these people's actions, and then I say a chrono. We need to be careful. We need to start speaking. We need to be critical. We need to fight for our democracy. We are allowing a few people to take that democracy, that development, that genuineness people want to contribute to develop this nation. Do you know a number of people outside this country, I'm talking about Ghana, who want to come in and invest? They are just scared of these people. When you come, you have to come and lick their balls. Because the moment you come and you don't come and lie on the ground and lick their balls, they will tell you are an NDC. They will either finish everything you brought to Ghana or they will kill you. And that is a terrain that we have been seeing for the past 5 years. We do not sit and destroy a nation. Our prospects are being shattered. If I am an investor who is into aviation, a private jet, I will never come to Ghana. Because if I go on the internet and I try to Google something, McDan is going to pop up. The comments they are going to read, they are more interested in the comment. They are going to read the publications. They will ask, who is this person? And then they'll go into it and say, McDan is an MPP person. The man will say, or the investor will say, their own person. Then with me, they're Miyokusi. So you have to understand, Bediatuo and then the wife for no actions, because they own some part of the airport. Bediatuo and the wife, Nigerian, we are Ghana for a cheap power. This Bediatuo's wife, she was a babysitter. Emma Bediatuo yere ewa bruchiri. Ena Bediatuo yere ne yare ye. Ena Bediatuo fa hone ne wo ye. Ena ojana yere no na betra Ghana. These people don't have any credibility with them. No man Nigerian and tawo ya betra Ghana. Wa capture bibia. Near to ya mema ya go school. Ya chichi. We should not learn from the Americans. We should learn from the British, the fora and the forum. Munyina sebio mbeme damu nantem adani ahoma ena moto ntuma ena ntuma chichire mo ho. You have nothing to give. You are waste. You can't speak. You have become kids. Ena modi meda se gugu mukom na mugu nipa ni masi okrom ha. Ya kando kura, it has disappeared from Ghana. Nobody is legitimate again. And I'm talking to the so-called chiefs, talking to the so-called religious leaders, talking to the so-called people who say they are intellectuals. We should recognize them. Nobody recognizes you people because you have become slaves in your own home.